Okay, so do you still remember what we used last time?
Yes.
Trinket, right?
Mm-hmm. Trinket. We play with Tina the turtle.
Okay, did you remember where we went last time?
The Tina
We went,
to learn.
we clicked this learn, right? And Python with turtle. And last time I think this is what we tried last time, right? Moving and say hello. We can ask Tina to say hello. And also we talked about color, right? So we can change the color of Tina, and we can also ask Tina to write something, and also this we didn't try. Okay, let's see. So this said, turtles like Tina have a pen that draws when they move. We can tell them to pick the pen up so that they can move without drawing a line. Because you pick the pen up, so that means you are not drawing. And then we can tell them to put the pen down. When you put the pen down, that means Tina, you are asking Tina to draw something. So this is the pen up and pen down functions. Or let's say this is also called command. So basically, it's a function of a turtle. So let's just have a recap. So pen up, that means. So can you see this? So first we import turtle, right? We need to have the turtle library, and then we create a turtle called Tina, and the shape of the Tina we want it to be turtle. And first the pen up, that means we don't draw anything, and then we want Tina to go to a position. So 0, 100. Let's try this first. Let's run this. You see it went all the way up. So usually you can consider this place the place where Tina was originally. This is the 0, 0, okay? And let's say this is the, let's call this X, let's call this Y, okay? Horizontally, this is the X. So here's the 0. And if you go forward, that's let's say this here is the 10 and 20, 30. That's it. That's X, and this is the Y. Vertically, it's Y, and let's say here is the 0 and 10, 20, 30, all the way up to 100, right? So then, can you imagine if we want Tina to go to 100 and 100? Where Tina will be located at?
I think she will be located at.
So first it will go 100 on the horizontally, right? And then go 100 vertically, right? Up. So we will expect Tina to be here, right? We can test this, okay? Right? So this is a vector. This is the X and this is Y. So instead of going this way and this way, so Tina will know, okay, this is the direction she will go. So directly she will go this way. This way now if here the 0 and 0, right? Here 0 and 0, and this point specifically is the 100 and 100 because horizontally it's 100, vertically it's also 100. Let's imagine if you want to go 50 and 100. Now Tina will be about here, right? So let's try this. See? That's that's the kind of, you can label, you can have a location, just like a GPS. When you are driving, right? When I'm driving, I use the phone. In the phone, there's the Google Map, right? In the Google Map, you will have a location information. So this is just like GPS. You can ask Tina to go the place you want Tina to go. Okay. Now maybe you can try use this.
Okay. Okay.
So now Tina will write, I don't draw when my pen is up, because now pen is up, right? And now Tina will go to which place? 0 and 50. Can you imagine? Can you try to use your finger to locate where Tina will go at this point? 0, 50. Horizontally 0. That means horizontally it won't move anywhere, right? But vertically it will go to 50. Where is 50? This is 100. This is 0. What pointing? Where?
I think maybe here.
This is 100. Like this is the vertically 100. So right here, right? About here. So about here. And then Tina will put the pen down, right? And they will write something. I do draw with my pen down, and then it will go minus 50. That means go this direction. Minus 50 on the x-axis. Let's call this. Sometimes we also call this is the x-axis. This is called y-axis. Okay. So right in the middle, it's 0, 0. When you say minus 50, it goes to the left, this direction. So this is on the x-axis is minus 150. On the y-axis is 50. So Tina will be right here, right? So let's try this. You can click it.
Okay. Ooh.
See? It first go here because we ask Tina to go to 50 on the x-axis and 100 on the y-axis, right? And then we ask Tina to go here. And also, after Tina goes to this place, we ask Tina to put the pen down and write, I do draw when my pen is down. Because now the pen is down, right? And now Tina will go to minus 50 and 50, which is here, right? Okay. This is cool, right? So now you can, now it's not like previously we just asked Tina to go right and left. Now you can directly tell Tina to go to a place where you can have the information on the x-axis and y-axis to tell Tina where to go. This is cool.
Tina's grid.
Tina's grid. Okay. So Tina's world is a grid of squares, like the one we sometimes use to graph in algebra and geometry, right? But this is maybe too hard for you now. So So, you should know. You can consider this as this just like what I told you that this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So right in the middle, so usually Tina will be at the middle position. It's 0 0. So when you go this way, it's goes to the right on the x-axis, and usually when you use the word, it's usually called positive number. If you use negative value or negative number like minus 50, it will go to the left. Similarly, if you use the positive value or positive number on the y-axis, it will go up, and if you use the negative value, it will go down. Okay? So can you tell me, if we don't run this, can you tell me the behavior of Tina? What Tina will do if we run this?
Tina will say, I start at 0 0, and then Tina will go 100 100, and right, this is 100 100, and then Tina will go to minus 100 100.
Where do you think minus 100 and minus 100
That means
is located?
some going left this way.
Going left this way. And what about this one?
Here.
Because it's minus, so it will go down, right? So minus, so if this is 0 0, here will be minus 100 and minus 100. Okay? So now it will go 100 and minus 100. So that means it's still, the y-axis doesn't change, just the x-axis changed from minus 100 to 100, right? Okay, let's run this. Try run this.
Okay. Running this. Ooh.
See, it's basically
That's right.
go this way and then go this position and this position and this position and stopped here, right? You see, this is the minus 100 and 0. That means on the y-axis, compared to the original place, it doesn't change. So on this y-axis, it's still 0. That means it's still here. But on the x-axis, it's on the minus 100 place. So it's go to the left, right?
Ooh, look at that turtle. I made a triangle.
Yeah.
And another one. Ooh, that's cool.
So this is called you can call this a grid. The grid of squares. You can think of the, let's say if we draw on this paper, right? If you use,
Daddy.
if you draw a line here, let's draw a line here. Let's have a.
And Dad, I want the one that when it says I start at 0 and I want it to have a pen down.
Yeah, that's first I will tell you what is the let's initiate the PowerPoint and let me tell you what is the grid looks like, okay? Okay, so let's imagine this is what I told you. This is the so this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Let's say this is a 0 0, right? And
That's a lot of X.
Right here, maybe. Okay. So this is not a perfect. Sometimes it's a square rather than a rectangle, but this tells you that. So for example, if this is called a grid, grid world. So imagine this is a square rather than rectangle. So right here I told you this is 0, 0. So here the 1. Let's say this is the 1. This is 1. So here it will be, this position will be 1, 1, right? This will be 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, right? So when I say 0, 2, where the dot will be.
0, 2.
So that means on x-axis it will be here, right? But it won't move. Let's say it won't move. But on the y-axis, because we said 2, so it will go to this position, right? So if we say 0 minus 2, right? Let's say this is 0, 0. It will go 0. So on the x-axis we don't change, but on the y-axis
But you have to go down.
go down, right? Okay. So similarly, if we say 2, 0, let's say this is 0, 0. 2, 0 means on the y-axis we go to the right. On the x-axis we go to the right, but on the y-axis we don't move, right? Okay, so this is called a grid. So basically you can think of consider Tina is living in a world of grid. So you can ask Tina to go. Also on the map you can think of this way. So if you think of a city, it's a map of city, right? So let's say this is our home, and maybe this is the library, right? So let's say you want Tina to go from our home to the library, if you know the position of the library, and you can ask Tina to go there, right? So that's cool, right? Okay.
Can we make the pen down too?
Yeah, we definitely can make the pen down. Maybe you can try this. It's backspace.
Where's W?
N. Now you can use the Control C
Copy.
and then you can double click, for example, or you can just copy this line, right? Control C. Okay, I think that should be fine. Let's try this. I think
Okay.
that's what you because once you ask Tina to put the pen down, it will always put the pen down, right? See, it's like a,
It's like dong 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 dong.
now you have the path of Tina, right? So where path went, and how Tina moved from one position to another. So this is right, just like this.
This is how big my grid is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. So the grid goes from on this grid, it goes from minus 200 to 200 in both directions. That means here is minus 200. This is 200, and here on this y-axis this is minus 200, this is 200, right? So that means now you on every position it will have a, let's say call it coordinates. You have a x, you have a number value for every point you pick. So for example we pick this position, it will have a value on the x-axis and a value on the y-axis. Okay.
What's going in circles?
That's really a nice question. Okay. Turtle has a function called circle. So let's say Tina circle, and you have to tell Tina how big you want to draw the circle, right? So you have to give the
How about
radius.
3? How about 3?
Let's say 3, okay.
Okay, 3. Run. Let's run it. Ready? Hey, that's so small.
That's a smaller one, but the thing so here you don't ask Tina to have the pen to put the pen down. So by default, Tina had the pen up. Now you want to have pen down, okay? So now let's click.
Why isn't there any line?
Because I think maybe you want to have a bigger one. Let's say
How about
10.
10? Okay. Ooh.
I think because the body of Tina is too big. The size of Tina is
How
too
about
big.
100? I think 100 would be good.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, that's a big one. Can we move it into the middle?
Move into the middle, right? That's a good question. So imagine if you want to draw a circle that the center is right here. So try to think what you can do to make that.
We can.
So imagine Tina draw like this. Tina draw like this, right? So how about we first move Tina here, and then draw the circle, right? How can we do that?
Tina.
Right? So basically, this is called radius of the circle. This is called basically the size of the circle. Okay? So let's imagine. So imagine we first want Tina to move down, right? How do we ask Tina to move down? Do you remember? Try it. You can try it yourself.
Okay, Tina.
Use the keyboard.
Okay.
Or you can sit on my lap.
Okay.
Okay. Tina.
Huh? How do you spell Tina?
Tia.
Tina. Okay. Tina. Move.
Let's go back to see how to go to, right? Go to function. Go to dot. When you see when you use the function from let's say a turtle, you see dot go to.
Go to. The what is G?
GOTO.
T-O.
That's fine. As you practice, you will be becoming more familiar with the keyboard, so you'll be quicker, right?
Tina, go to.
Let's use the bracket, and then we tell Tina where we want Tina to go. So basically, on the x-axis, do we want Tina to move?
Yes.
On the x-axis, do we want to move right, left, or right? We just want Tina to go straight down, right? So that means on the x-axis, we don't want to move. If we were down to 0, right? And if we want to ask Tina to go down, what number should we put?
Minus.
Minus, right? Minus what?
Number. Minus.
So now we have here 100, right? So basically, we want, if this is the 100 from the middle, right in the middle, we want basically we want to move the middle here, right? So that means if we want to move the middle here, basically Tina will be right here. So that means we want to move Tina down this with this length. What is this length? From here to here, it's the number.
100.
100, but it's going down, so we use minus 100, right?
Minus.
We first need to use a comma that indicate okay, these are two separate parameters or arguments.
Huh?
Come on.
Come
Yeah.
on. Come on. Minus 100. 100.
Okay. So now let's try it. Right.
Okay. Ooh.
But it had this straight line, right? If we want to remove this line, so basically we can add one line. I'm not sure why, because I was thinking by default Tina will have pick the pen up, but seems not like that.
Pen up.
So we use pen up. Can we run it again?
Okay. Ooh.
Cool, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a good thinking, right? So imagine now we want to. It doesn't matter. Let's imagine we want to draw a circle where the middle is at 0, 0 position. So it done. Let's say we want to draw this in respect of the side of radius, right? So if we want to do that, remember we mentioned that in Python we can create a variable, right? Generate a variable. Let's say we have a variable called radius. Let's use R to represent the radius, right? Let's say 100. And now we replace this 100 with R. Everything with R, okay? So now can we try it? Can we try it?
And it's a little bit like a math problem because r equals 100, so it's gonna say r equals 100, so it's the same as here is 100.
Yeah, exactly. Good thinking. Just click run. So now we don't have to change. In this case, if we want to have a smaller, let's say smaller circle, we can just change it to 50, right? So can we try it?
Okay.
Do you want
50.
Do you want to try it?
50.
50, okay.
50, 50, and run. Ooh.
See, now we don't have to. We only need to change one place. If we directly use the numbers, we have to change here and here, right? So this way, we use the variable to represent the radius of the circle. So now we don't have to. We can change one place and then that's it. We are done, right? So that's the nice part of the variables, right? You can change whatever
Haha.
number you want.
How about 200?
I think that's a big.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one, right?
Uh-huh.
So just to have remind you that if you want to change the color, let's say we want to draw a pink circle. What do we do that?
Pink circle? Wait one
Yes.
second. Okay, pink circle. Pink circle
That means we need to change the
color.
right?
Color.
So do you think Tina has a color function?
Yes.
Okay. Then where should we put the color function?
Maybe here?
We need to put right before you put the pen down, right? And then Tina will draw a pink color,
right
pink circle, right? So in between that, right? So you can move your mouse here, and then press enter,
Enter.
and try it. Tina dot.
Okay. Tina dot color.
Yes. What and use what argument? What argument you want to use?
Brackets.
Yeah.
And then pink. Pink. Where's K? Okay.
So what do you think? You can try it.
Okay.
Can you? Okay. So it
Oh.
gives you an error, right?
These things?
Try it. Come on.
Okay. And then I need one. Okay. Ooh.
That's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now remember why it gives you the error.
Because we have to add the dot.
Quote, right?
The quotes.
The quote. It doesn't matter it's single quote or double quote, but you have to add the quote. Because if you don't add the quote, Python will think, oh, this pink is not a string, it's a variable. But you don't give anything to pink, right? So, but you can, if you want to do that, you can also do it like this way. So let's say you have a pink color called pink. Okay, now I think you can run. Because
Okay.
now pink, there's a variable called pink, right?
Pink equals the things.
Yeah. So let's try it. See?
Ooh.
So now you know the difference between pink with the quote and without quote, right? So basically with quote, Python will think, if you run Python will think, oh, this is a string.
Can we make here pink too? When it was pinned up, it's pink too.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe you can just change, move this line up. You can, I think you can use first double click and then use the Control X.
Control X.
That means cut, right?
Cut.
And then move your cursor here and enter
Enter.
and move it up and then just Control V. That means paste.
Where's V?
Here.
Control V.
So now you just cut a line from here and paste it here, right? And now try to run it.
Okay. Run it.
So
Ooh.
right in the middle, it's pink, and then it moves, goes down at position 0 and 1 minus 150, and then draw a circle, right? So this is cool, right? Okay, now we will stop here.
Okay.
So just a summary that so instead of just using right left going up and down, so today we use go to, right? To and then followed by two numbers separated by this comma. That means when you have a comma in the brackets, that means you have two arguments or two parameters here. Okay? And also you learn this function, right?
R.
This function.
Circle.
And also
R and
similarly circle you have to provide a parameter or an argument, so to tell how big or the size of the circle you want to draw. Okay?
Wait 1 second. I want to change this again. How about backspace? And how about 9? We'll go on. Okay.
Oh, we just okay.
Okay. Run. Ooh. That's bigger.
Yeah,
Almost
that's
like
definitely
200.
bigger. Almost 200, yes. So because the border is 200, this minus 200, this 200, so you almost beyond, it's almost beyond the border, right? So, okay, that's cool, right? Okay, let's stop here,
Okay.
and next in the next class we will learn more things like repeating with loops and lists. Okay, and later we also learn like multiple turtles. We may have not only like Tina, we can also have maybe Elsa or Anna.
Elsa. Ooh,
Okay. So like different multiple turtles. Okay. Let's stop here.